This is like some straight up moon landing shit, dude. Update for you guys on the S10. I have been seeing all you guys' comments wondering what we're doing with the S10 and when we're gonna bring it back. You guys know that the very next step is to tear this thing into a million pieces. The whole thing has to be torn apart and put back together. So there's a couple more things I wanna get done on the Jeep before we start tearing that apart, just so that there's like a little bit of extra room in the garage. It's a little bit nicer to work on when there is not an entire blown up project everywhere. Oh, it's just not even that bad, dude, but it feels so cold. Oh, dude, she nasty. This is the sad reality of what your car actually looks like when you daily drive it in the winter. I've actually been on a really good streak of cleaning the Jeep before every video. I go out, I wash it, I do it, I make sure it's dialed in so it looks super mint. So let's just picture the Jeep in its every other video state where it's really dialed in. Let me show you guys what happened this morning. I'm so dumb. So this is the propane for the shop. For some reason this year, I just completely forgot to check on it. And then I was like, last night I was laying in bed and I'm like, dude, I feel like we're almost out of propane in the shop. And this morning I went and checked. It's still running, like it's still hot in here, but that thing is at like 0. So I wasn't actually planning on filming today, but I'm worried because today's Saturday and I can't call them till Monday. And usually it's like, they'll come Tuesday if I call them Monday kind of thing. So we just grabbed Monday's video that I was gonna film and fast forwarded it to today. So that's why the Jeep's a little dirty. I have one question for you guys before we dig in. It's not even a question, it's just a statement. If you guys with NFTs, go down in the description and comment this emoji. I don't know what you call this thing, but go down there and comment that if you guys mess with NFTs. Don't comment that if you don't have any and you think they're cool. Comment that if you actually know what it is. I've been learning about them a little bit recently and I just want to know like how many other people are also into that stuff. So we got this Dutchy girl today. We actually have a really exciting install. I'm gonna say that what we do today, plus getting like a front bumper and a winch, are like the final things that can combo with my lift kit to really open up some doors for us. Like obviously, I've been having fun with the Jeep, but there's like doors that are closed. Like, can I go through something that's sketchy all by myself without a winch? Not really. I can, but I just don't wanna risk it, you know what I mean? And can I bool around once it starts getting dark or in some harsh weather conditions? I can, but sometimes it's iffy. So they were working with a company that is Canadian owned and operated, so they know exactly the type of bullshit I gotta deal with. I'm pumped. Sick. All right, so many goodies, dude. I don't even know where to start. So we did get a wiring harness. I think they sent me this just in case I ended up wanting it, but the Jeep has the aux switches, so I don't think we're gonna need this. Obviously they sent some swag, a little note, some stickers, so shout out to Vivid Lumen, thank you. Now what we got today is we got their FNG series lights, we got fog pods, and we got actual like pod lights. So these are extremely cool for multiple reasons. I really like their saying, because it's called like the lights are FNG series, but all the boxes say the better effing lights, and it's funny. So everything I use today is gonna be from this company, Vivid Lumen. Like I said, they're actually based in Vancouver, so check them out, I'll leave a link in the description. I first seen these guys on Emerson's Taco, actually. He put a bunch of Vivid Lumen stuff on there, and I was like, damn, dude, that's really nice stuff when I went out there to visit. And then Brad also just recently installed some on his Jeep. Of course, he copied me because I did it first. But, all right, let's open this up. Show you guys what we're working with here. Damn, dude. They were outside for a little bit, so they're fogging up just a little bit. But dude, these are sick. What's really cool is they all come with plugs. They don't just come with like open-ended wires. They actually come with a plug that you can plug. I'm sure this does have plugs on it. So you can just plug this directly into the harness. And then so these, that's what these two guys are. And this one is honestly the one I'm most excited about. Right to it, baby. Check that out. Oh my God. That is actually so sexy, dude. So these are something I actually haven't found another brand that does, or at least does well. These are called fog pods. They're so foggy. These are pod lights, like these lights. Obviously they're just a different frame, shape, whatever you wanna call it. But these are for your fog light, for the Jeep specifically. They are built to fit in there. They're gonna be dumb bright. And obviously you can get them in the yellow housing, you can get them in whatever color you want. Comes with some brackets. I'm sure that's just more part of the brackets, and little connectors already wired up. Got little rubber fittings on them. That's just like, this is just like the quality that is nice. So you guys can obviously tell that I'm pumped about these Vivid Lumen lights, and why I actually switched over to using Vivid Lumen is really simple. I told you guys the build quality on these is amazingly better. If you've had cheap lights, you probably think this is what lights are like, but when you get a nice one, it's like the housing just feels nice. And on top of that, this stuff is street legal. So you guys can see it even says right there. It's SAE and DOT approved. They're obviously IP weather rated, and they all have a lifetime warranty, which is just like all of those things combined, dude, you can't go wrong. They come with little plugs. So for anybody that's like, why are they yellow? I live in Canada, it snows a lot, it rains sometimes. I don't have any good, I've been trying to capture this on camera to show you guys. All I have is this video from when I was driving behind a plow, and it's a really good example because you can see when the lights go blue, you see the snow a lot more. And when the lights go yellow, you don't see the snow as much. Like your high beams in the snow make the snow worse because you're just brightening the snow. What you really need is a different color temperature to cut through the snow. So that's why we got these. They're still gonna work perfectly fine in the summer and stuff, but they also work in all bunch of weather conditions. So I'm extremely pumped about that. And these guys, we actually got a little bracket that's gonna mount them up right about there. And oh, dude, we still have another box. Also got some fresh LED headlight bulbs because these things are candles. These are just absolutely terrible. So I've been trying to find some aftermarket ones. The only ones I like are OEM though. So I'm just kind of waiting. We'll see, maybe some other companies will make some that I actually really like the look of, or that I think will just fit the vibe of the Jeep. There's some nice ones, but I don't know if they'll fit the vibes. So Vivid hooked us up with some 6000K LED bulbs. I'm gonna leave a link in the description down below. You guys can go check them out. I think we are gonna start right here, dudes. Say based on how that came apart, we're gonna put this guy here. That's like almost invisible, dude. Hell yeah. So that is just like, that's almost like they built it for that. There's literally the perfect space right here for this cord to go down. It's a little loose so I can still move it around. This is tightened back up. This is rock hard. The only thing that's not tight is this because we're obviously gonna wanna angle it. And then it just kind of like, there's an abundance of room behind this. And then you just, this guy's malleable. You just kind of lift him up, stick him through the foam, and boom, he's in the engine bay. Almost too easy. Now we get to do something that I'm really excited to do. I don't really know why, but I just love that this Jeep had the aux switch options from the factory. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do it to number, I wanna say 3, because I'm pretty sure that number 1 and 2 are 40 amp fuses, and number 3 and 4 are 15 amp fuses, or relays or whatever. So 3 and 4 are better for like lights and stuff. These big boys are 1 and 2. And these thin boys are 3 and 4. Orange is 3 from what I remember reading. What I'm actually gonna try and do is, since this has the weather, like the weather seal clips, and Vivid did send me this harness, I think I'm just gonna honestly just chop this thing and make it work. You guys can see right here, these are the little clips I'm after. That is beautiful. If you guys buy a Jeep, just if you get the choice, get the one with the aux switches, dude. That was so nice. There's a bunch of studs over here, so I just grounded it to this stud here, and then I wired it right to what I'm pretty sure is aux 3. So we still got wiring everywhere, but I have to close that. We need to make sure everything works first. I'm gonna just go to my switches menu here, do 3. We're gonna turn it to battery for now. I'm gonna put it to ignition, that way like if I'm driving around with them on, I turn the Jeep off, they just default turn off. Battery for now for test. We ready? Oh, dude, hell yeah. So the whole idea with these to me is I can aim them like wherever is kind of like central down a trail. For example, something like that. Then when I turn them on, just like down the trail will be lit, dude. We gotta get it outside and actually like dial them in because the garage is just too compact for this. And it looks super sick too because you don't really see like the bracket or anything. I really like this. You see when you get up close, it's like nice and simple, but There's just not a lot. It's not hanging off the edge. It's not crazy. And I mean, from inside, you see it, but like, it's not in your way. LED bulbs are an all-in-one, kind of, you know, the way they should be nowadays. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Look at that. This is, I didn't bolt this all the way back in yet. There we go. That's why the beams were a little bit off, but you guys can instantly tell it's just way nicer of a color. I never got you anything before and after, so there it is. Normal candle color, boom. 2 out of 3 are good. You can see I tucked that wire all up along the back there. And I just kind of bundled them all back up and shoved them in here for now. There's not really a great spot for them. If I get more stuff in here, then I'll figure something out, but I just wrapped it back up, shoved it in there. Also, I never pointed this out to you when I did those lights, but this is a really cool design. The guy slips in behind, like the little foot bracket, it's on the inside in there. Like that is, I forgot to tell you guys that, but that's like a wicked design. It looks so much cleaner than the ones that come out on the outside. Like, this is actually so simple, dude. Yeah, so this is just a plastic bracket on there, and I guess we're just gonna recreate it. This bracket, this guy right here. Nailed it. First of all, that looks so sick. I hate filming lights because the camera only sees like really bright or like just a blob. You can't see it, but it looks so cool. Still on a little swivel, so I can turn this like in, out if I want it to flood more. Like if I have these set up for spots, I can have these set up to kind of, you know, flood out towards a ditch maybe. Like I can do whatever I want with this, and that's what's cool. Here, actually, let's just kill the headlights, you guys know. Look at that, dude. That is insane. Insane. Like it won't even focus on here. This just sees like molten lava. It's so bright. Come on, man, this looks so sick. I couldn't show you guys the Jeep with it all dirty. I had to give it a quick cleanup, and of course, it started snowing like crazy as soon as I was done. First of all, it's still daytime, and this has got to be the brightest light I've ever looked directly at. It literally hurts to stand here even looking at the camera in front of them, dude. They are bright. And I mean, on, it just looks cool, aggressive. You can't go wrong. When you get everything off, though, it's actually cool because you don't really notice these guys. Like, they're there, but they're not a big deal. They're not in your face. They don't have like big light bars or anything crazy. I didn't go overboard, and I really like it. It's simple, but honestly, I think the coolest part, the bumper, it looks a little bit more aggressive just immediately, just because there's no more chrome in there. It kind of like, I don't know, it just beefs it up a little bit. It's cool. I think this looks so much cooler than putting yellow bulbs in there, like yellow, even just the 3000K LED bulbs in the factory housing. Because like I said, it's chrome, right? So this just looks so much more aggressive. But we all know lights are not all about looks. As far as at nighttime, dude, these things are so bright. This road is pitch black, dude. There's not a thing around us right now. And these lights are lighting it up like absolutely crazy. And then when you go ahead and pop the fog lights on, like, dude, come on. Look at the camera captures that so well, actually. This one's a little messed up. They're not aimed perfectly. I don't think the Jeep was straight in the garage when I aimed them. So I think it's kind of like turning in, but regardless, this is just like street driving. Obviously, I'm always just leave my fog lights on. That's the way I roll. I always have my fog lights on. Look at these throw light, even on the street. Oh, dude, that is so crazy. Actually, let's see if I can do this. Hell yeah, that's how dark it is right now. So you put on the headlights, crazy bright. Fog lights add a nice hue, and these pods And what's really cool is in the Jeep, if you just go turn this to like all the way to the left, you can eliminate the headlights. So if it's snowing a lot, like really bad, I can literally just do this and drive. So that's no fogs, that's with fogs, and that's no pods, and that's with pods. And it looks so sick, dude. Oh my God. Holy shit, dude. This shit is crazy bright. So obviously this is nice for the streets, but I really want to see these things on a trail, because they just did like a really good job of even lighting up kind of the sides. So here, we'll cycle this all again now, actually on the trail. This headlights, fogs, obviously, overtaking the trail because it's narrow. And now let's get a nice little straightaway here before we flick on the rest. Could be perfect. Boom, laser beams, dude. That is wild. It's cool right now because it's not snowing. Because when this is really helpful is when it's really dark or really snowing or really something. If we do the old headlight off trick, that's cool. Like we could be out here in a straight blizzard. You can go from full nice summer night mode to, oh shit, we're in a winter storm mode real quick, dude. Oh my God. Like you can't even see. If I turn these on, I am like dickhead of the year. This is like some straight up moon landing shit, dude. You turn on those pods, it's game over. Needless to say, I'm extremely excited. I'm gonna have to tweak. I'm not even gonna bother actually tweaking the fogs. I'm just gonna leave it because I got my new bumper coming really soon. So when I put it in there, we'll dial everything in and make sure it's good. And I don't think the pods need much more tweaking. Like they're aimed pretty well down the trail, unless I wanted to kind of hot light them both on one specific area. They kind of are next to each other right now, so they do a good job of just throwing light super far. I think they're good. We'll mess around with them and see if I find myself needing them changed. I can change them, but I'm gonna leave you guys right here. Make sure you guys check out Vivid Lumen. This is by far the brightest, most insane light upgrade I have ever done. So make sure you guys check them out. I will leave a link in the description, and I will catch you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out, and stay committed.